Nicknamed Old Blue Eyes, Sinatra is often considered the greatest entertainer to have ever lived, thanks to his incredible talents for singing, acting and dancing. Raised in the early 20s, Sinatra honed his craft before becoming one of the most recognizable performers, his deep beguiling tone a hit with all generations. As well as an almost unrivaled musical back catalogue, Sinatra also collected a string of industry awards for his acting, including an Academy Award and a Golden Globe. His influence transcended entertainment, as he was also a huge voice for Black Americans, with stories about how he stood up for friend and fellow star Sammy Davis Jr. written into Hollywood and Las Vegas folklore. And when it came to him taking to the stage for a final time, his fourth wife Barbara Sinatra hinted that he may have known it was a last curtain call for the crooner. Writing in 2011's Lady Blue Eyes, My Life with Frank Sinatra, Barbara recalled details of what becomes Sinatra's last concert, at the Barbara Sinatra Children's Center Charity Gala, on February 25, 1995. She noted that Sinatra hadn't sung for a while, but that the star had always kept his voice warm, and managed to produce a brilliant performance like the old days. Barbara wrote, "Without any fanfare as usual, he walked onto the stage at the Marriott Desert Springs Hotel after Tom Dreesen's warm-up, went to the microphone, and launched into I've Got the World on a String." Bill Miller sat a few feet away, as he had done for so many years, his finger playing the keys for his friend and boss for the last time. From the moment Frank opened his mouth, he had his audience of 1,200 guests seething from the palm of his hand. It was almost as if he knew this would be the last time he'd sing in public, because he drew on all of his experience and strength to give us one of the most memorable performances of his life. Barbara's influence was significant over Sinatra, particularly when it came to her charity work. This was detailed by Marcia Newberger, who co-authored Kirk and Ann, Letters of Love, Laughter and a Lifetime in Hollywood in 2017. She described how Ann Douglas, wife of actor Kirk, was approached by Barbara to help her build a home for abused children. In the book, Ann continued, "She said I had a reputation for fundraising and organization, and she was going to open a facility at Eisenhower. I had no idea there was such terrible thing as child sexual abuse. I said yes, of course, and the fabulous journey began. We created a board and the children came." Barbara's passion and dedication became mine, and I had the pleasure of working with her as president for several years, and sharing the joy of healing our kids. At this time, we have worked with and healed over 20,000 youngsters. And my own life was changed because of Barbara Sinatra. Barbara married Sinatra in 1976, and the couple remained together until the latter passed away in 1998. In her biography, Barbara noted that while Sinatra never asked me to change faith for him, he was pleased when she decided to convert to Catholicism for him. In his will, Sinatra left Barbara around £2.9 million, $3.5 million, in assets, as well as mansions in Beverly Hills, Malibu, and Palm Springs. She also was given the rights to his trilogy recordings, most of his other material possessions, and control over his name and likeness. Yet, Sinatra wasn't particularly behind the original idea of wedding a fourth time, after he had endured 3 previous failed marriages. Friend and fellow charity activist Nell Dolinsk noted in Ms. Newberger's book, that the couple broke up after Sinatra outlined his intention to not get hitched. He added, "Both of them were obviously unhappy apart, so I decided to do the unheard of. I called Frank and told him he was being foolish. Barbara was a perfect wife for him. She had been a showgirl in Las Vegas and enjoyed his lifestyle. Frank took my advice, and Barbara Marx became Barbara Sinatra in 1976.